I just did one video about fragrances. Now it's a fragrance about music, and my next fragrance is gonna be about politics. I'll tell you right now, so that's the way it goes. But in the meantime, again, like this video and all other videos, I want to thank the Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. I've been trying to hang in and do the right thing and live a righteous life, and sometimes I fall off. I'm still trying to work on that. I'm still trying to pray about it and get prayed for those things that I battle. And I battle tough, man. Sometimes I do some stuff. I'm like, why are you freaking doing it, man? And then sometimes it's like, I have an even day. You know what I mean? Somehow I can make it through the day and not mess up too much. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, this video is about my search for the Music Man. Okay, the Music Man, and what it is I have a couple bases over here. I've had more and I've sold some, and I had some that come through, and I thought they was cool. I had a carving, I thought it was a carving Kiesel Icon 4. Thought that was going to be the base, the killer, but it was just too much. It wasn't the note I was looking for. The neck was too thin, so I didn't do that. Another one that came in here and rolled out was I had a 6-string Ibanez. I was gonna try a 6-string, found out I just couldn't do the C string, you know what I mean? I've been better off moving the strings down and having nothing on the top with the B, right? So that didn't work for me. And then I purchased a what's the other piece I had? I had I had another Ibanez piece. I had a 1400E NVF, and that bad boy was nice. It was a beautiful bass. The neck again was too thin. Almost like the carving. I thought the carving was like a hyped up Ibanez or back and forth, but the beautiful thing about the Ibanez was it had Babinga, it had Ovencal, it had all them beautiful woods like a Warwick would have. But the Kiesel, the Kiesel carving or the Icon 4 had some nice walnut. It had a cherry walnut, a clary walnut, which everybody's starting to use that now. I got a walnut in my my Rickenbacker there, my walnut. But anyway, that's what it was, right? That's what was happening. So I was like, man, I need this one. I don't know. Somehow I ran across the Music Man. I think, man, I think we need a Music Man. Now, some people are like, you get a Precision, you might need a Fender Jazz. No, I want a Music Man. There's nothing like that sound for Music Man. So I talked to a couple people about their Music Mans. I was about to, check out this one. It's called the Music Man Sterling. That means not the Sterling Music Man, it's the Music Man Sterling. And it was a Stingray 5. Beautiful. Had a different pickup a different pickup configuration though. It was like a jazz pickup up top and the block on the bottom. You know what I mean? The humbucker on the bottom. I heard something about a Phantom coil. I gotta look up, that particular thing that's going on with the Phantom coil. But anyway, I talked to a young man out of state. I was really close to grabbing it. Then he wanted, can we trade for your beautiful Warwick streamer, double buck? I thought about, give me an extra couple dollars to do that. You can sell me your bass, an extra couple dollars, you probably can get the streamer, but the streamer is hot. And so there's another young man, not too far from me, up near my favorite place where I shop for fragrances at up in Lancaster, and he has a 1998 Music Man single buck, black, beautiful, maple neck. I'm looking for maple neck. My whole thing was a maple neck 5-string, and then I prefer a PJ setup. But with the Music Man, since you can split the pickup different ways, you can probably get kind of a PJ sound out of it. You know what I mean? Especially when you have the taps. You get the selector switches. Preferably for me, I like a 5-way selector instead of a 3. But I think if you get one humbucker in Music Man, you just get 3 selectors. If you get 2, then you get a 5 selector. So you can go parallel, pick up, and phantom pickup and all that good stuff. So yeah, so I'm back and forth between those sellers. And then I got some other people coming up. So I went to the Music Man site and I started talking to this young man, and he really kind of broke it down for me. So he asked me, and we was talking. I got the post right here. And I was saying, man, I really want a Music Man. I was looking at the Padula as well. Somebody said, well, the Padula can kind of sound like a Music Man too. You know what I mean? The Padula piece. But Padula's too much money, man. I just don't want to spend. If I can get a Padula for 13 straight, maybe. But, the one I was looking at was just too much money, and I had to ship it, and then tax, $100, all that stuff. I didn't want to pay that much. So I'm like, well, nah, we're not going to do that. So right now I'm in the process of looking for this post that this young man helped me out yesterday with. Here we go. Miguel Igles. And I started talking to him because he jumped in and we going back and forth on both of the Music Man. So now I'm hitting him up. I'm like, look, man, I saw Padula. He was like, man, yeah, you should buy that Padula. They don't make it no more. You might want to grab that. Then I said I ran into two of the Music Mans. And then he just started coming back at me. Bada bing, bada boom, and so on and so forth. He said, well, the one with the single pickup and the buck, he said, you should definitely get that. That's a Music Man 5 Sterling. They're not making that anymore. And I like buying basses they ain't making anymore because I don't want to be copying. I don't want nobody copying me, right? So I want to have stuff other people don't have, right? So he's like, yeah, that'd be a nice bass. You should get that. And then I said, well, we started talking, any more suggestions? And he's like, well, you did say you want the Padula, but the Padula's too much money. I don't want to spend that kind of money. I don't want to spend $1,600 for a Padula that they don't even make anymore. And they got this crazy truss rod thing now, or always had a truss rod thing where you got to use a special truss rod to make the thing work. And, if you need to tighten up the neck or loosen it. I don't like that. I don't know if it even came with it, but I was getting it from Guitar Center up in New York, Yonkers. So I told him, hold off on that. Nah. Then my man, he said the most important thing he said yesterday, which was this. He said, honestly, dude, Raj, he said, I try to find a tone you're looking for in the basses that you have. They're in there. You may be chasing a perfect tone when you already have it. But if you have to buy something, buy the HS Sterling 5. It's rare, and he wouldn't pass that up. Now, my man wanted to sell it to me for 12. I got the 12, but I still want to see some more, options. But I like that one. And then I didn't know it was a Sterling. I'm like, it's a Sterling EBBM? He was like, not like you talking about. He was like, it's a USA Music Man Sterling, not the Sterling Music Man piece that they make over Indonesia or Korea. Or not even Korea, they just do Indonesia with that. So it wasn't that one. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I hit my man back. I'm like, look, man, blah, blah, blah. I want to give you the 12, but, man, I might be willing to trade you the other base. You throw some money on top. So I hit my man back, and he said, well, ask him 500. He said, I wouldn't do any less than 500. His base is 500 to get the steamer. He was like, nah, I ain't doing that. So then the other 1998, I already told him I'm going to pass because my man's Music Man has me really interested with that bar and that buck. Bar and buck, man, I kind of like that. Whereas my man, 1998, I looked at a video of a guy who had a 1996. Man, that thing was cracking. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The 1998, my man won 1,000. I got him to 1,000. My man with the Sterling was 12. I'm saying, well, man, $2 more, I'm getting more bass too. Now I'm getting the neck. I'm getting a 5-string, but I'm getting extra pickup for $200. You know what I mean? The Phantom pickup, we get more switches. I'm getting a 5 selector switch, which again really don't make a difference because basically you going from pickup to pickup, and then everything in between, the parallel series and all that. But to have parallels and series with 2 different types of pickups, man, that's hot. So I'm like, nah, man, I think I'm just gonna try to call my bank today, call my credit union, how much I got in that joint, and see what he got, and see if me and my man can meet up somehow this week. Because he lives in Maryland, and that's a 2-hour ride. So that means, I wouldn't get back home till 11 o'clock because it would take me 2 hours to get there to pick it up, 2 hours to get back. I wanted to try to get it yesterday, but things happened, and my money wasn't right because I couldn't see my money yet because the credit union was closed. So I'm like, all right, try to get that. And then I just bought this joint. So what we're going to do real quick is try to find a Music Man tone in these basses. He said it might be in here. And I said the closest I really got to the Music Man was actually with my Lightwave piece. No pickups, just piezo and infrared lighting. That's it. And this is the closest I think I get to the Music Man. So this is the closest I think I'm gonna really get to the Music Man. And it's not bad. You're gonna add a little bit. It has that hit. It just don't have as much bass as the Music Man. Then of course, I can add a little bit more mid. So last night I'm like, all right, I'm gonna listen to what Miguel said and said, man, you might have the Music Man sound or the sound that you're looking for in one of the basses that you have already. And in a sense, he's right. This is very close to the Music Man, to me. And I know what a Music Man sounds like because I had a Music Man double humbucker at one time. Now, the only other one that will probably get close because we have a lot of switches on it. I'm going to put these back in the case. I was just playing around with them the other day, and then now I'm playing around with it again. My man, like I say, I might be able to find a tone. I'm looking for the Music Man tone in one of these basses. Now, what we have here, we have two switches. We have parallel. We got passive and active, of course. We have parallel, series, and then just the true humbucker. Same thing on the back humbucker. Parallel, series, and a true humbucker, right? That's what we have. So between these two, I should be able to get the sound I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn. That's the blender. So I'm going to put that in the middle. That's the blend. Then we have bass. And then we have treble. So we're going to leave them pretty much, right there. Now that almost sounds like a Music Man too. You got double buckets. Now if I played around with these switches a little bit maybe. You see what I'm saying? Because my man also said this. He said, what did he say? That's a good price, 2 main basses. Oh yeah, so he said I paid the $1,200 for the Music Man. He said it's a good price. And the 2 main basses I use for everything are the Streamer and the Stingray. So he has both of the basses. So when he said I might find a tone that I'm looking for, well, not really, because you got the bass that I'm looking to get. And this one, you have this one too. So you would say, well, look, let me give you the switching and the setting to get the Music Man sound out of this, right? So you keep playing with it, I guess. That ain't it. Well, it's almost it. That's not it. With all the different combinations, you might want to roll this back a little bit to the back pickup. Or to the front. Roll back some of the treble, maybe. Nah. The thing about the Music Man, you gotta have that bite. The thing about the Music Man is about the bite. It's about the bite. So it's about trying to get this back pickup. All right, but I don't have it back far enough. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the middle again. So the middle one will get more to the smack of the Music Man. All right, so we move it back a little bit. Then we'll put this all main pickup here. Nope. That's the front pickup. See how heavy that is? So it's like you have to try to blend it. Like, okay, I don't need that much bass. Let's take the bass out a little bit. Add more high. So that's that bass. So no, I'm not getting the Music Man sound out of this. Whether it's passive, definitely not getting out of passive. It's not happening passive. Passive is just the bass and the pickups itself. No big deal. No, I mean, you still can play with the switches. But bass is the bass itself. So if you want to hear the bass itself, everything turned up. That's this bass right here. But then you go active. You say play with the switches and the parallel and the series and all that stuff, then you got this here. But again, nah, not gonna happen. Not working for me. No. I gotta get a Music Man. Like I said, the light wave, pretty close. Pretty close. Just not enough bass. But the only issue is, even if that was close, the problem is, it's not a maple neck and it's not a 5-string. That's it. It's not a maple neck, it's not a 5-string. So it don't make a difference anyway. It's not gonna work for me. I need a maple neck. Only maple neck I have is the Rickenbacker. That's it. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We see what's up. More than likely, I'm gonna try to get one of those Music Mans, but I think if I'm gonna get one, they say he's so far away in the drive. I mean, but some people drive 2 hours. You know what I mean? But my man said he can't meet me 2 hours unless it's a particular time. I'm like, bro, them times they don't work for me. So I want to get the bass, but I don't want to lose out on the bass. It is what it is. I know it could be gear acquisition syndrome, as we call gas. But sometimes you just want what you want. And I had a Music Man. It was a 4-string. I had a Music Man 4-string maple neck, back in the day, and I sold that probably like last year or the year before last. I sold that. So now I'm trying to get one back, right? But at least I want a maple neck 5 this time. And I'm out. Talk to y'all later. Be careful. Be good. I'll talk to y'all soon. And like, subscribe, and share my channel where you hear from music, fragrances, or some other stuff I might talk about. Holla at your boy. And buy some music. Buy some music. RaJuR D Kool. RaJuR Real D Kool. Just like on my page. Google me. Download some music. See what happens. Might like me more. Later.